On this week's episode, we're going to do another husband versus wife challenge. And this time, it's going to be a survival challenge. We're going to attempt to start a fire, and then we're going to cook a steak and see who can cook the best steak on the campfire. All right, so let me show you the tools that we're going to use for this challenge. So the first kit that somebody's going to get is the stormproof matches and the fire starter cubes. And then the next person's going to either get the ferro rod and cotton balls soaked in some Vaseline. And then for the cooking side of it, you're going to either get this mess kit to cook on or this iron skillet. We're both going to cook the same cut of meat. It's going to be a couple steaks here. We're going to both get some butter. And then one of us is either going to get the maple seasoning or the Duck's buffalo seasoning to put on their steak. And then you're either going to get mushrooms to go with your steak, or you're going to get this onion. So we're going to spin the wheel and we're going to see who's going to get what, and we're going to get into this challenge. So let's get on the random picker here, and who wants to spin first?
You can spin first.
I'll spin first. All right. We're going to spin, see what I get. Here we go. I got the mushrooms. That's a good side. Woo. This spin is for Misty. She's got the maple seasoning, goes to Misty. That's a pretty good one. All right, now I'm up for the next spin. Let's see what I get. Oh boy, I hope it's a good one. I got the cast iron pot. Woohoo! All right, now Misty's up again. See what she gets for her second item, and it is the cotton ball fire starter kit. So Misty ended up getting the onion, the barbecue maple seasoning, the mess kit to cook with, and the cotton balls fire starter kit. I ended up getting the cast iron skillet, the mushrooms, the Duck buffalo seasoning, and then the matches and the fire cubes to start my fire. So let's get into this and see who can start the best fire and cook the best steak.
All right, I get cotton balls and whatchamacallit. Now for some wood. Okay, so all the kindling, piece of wood, some leaves. Grab a couple bigger pieces because I'm feeling confident, so I'll grab the big pieces too. All right, let's go over here and make my fire.
I got the fire starter cubes and the matches. I'd have rather had the ferro rod and the cotton swabs. We'll get my mushrooms, my pan, and we'll go over here to the spot I'm gonna make the fire.
I'll lay down my base. Move my fire starter and kindling. Whew. Get my cotton balls here. Ooh, these should be really good. Here. Grab a couple.
All right, I'll get some kindling here. And I'll just take this box here. I'm gonna get a few of these leaves. I'm gonna try the twine. And some pieces of wood.
All right. What? And oh, it's stuck to my thing. Come on. Is it going? Oh, I see flames. Come on. Come on. Keep going. Don't smother.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna make a base with these here. So I'm not doing the fire right on the ground. Bigger pieces of kindling, some smaller pieces. Alright, we're gonna try one of these fire starter cubes. Set that down right there. I'll get some of my starter. Get the matches here.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go grab some more wood here and grab my stuff so I can start getting ready to cook. All right, got my wood, got my pan, seasoning, onion. Ooh, can't forget the butter. And grab my steak. The most important part. All right, got all my stuff. Now we're gonna go try to cook.
So my goal is then to get a nice good fire going. I'll get a nice coal bed going, and then I'll put the cast iron on there, get that up to temp, and we'll start the steak and the mushrooms. This is gonna be pretty good.
Ah, look, my fire's going nice. Look at that. I would survive. All right. Get a little more wood here. Make sure it stays going good. All right. All right. So now, use the outside of my Ziploc bag here. Lay my meat on. Keep that nice. All right, get my pans out here. Look at that nice fire going. Use that to warm up here because it is cold. All right. Oh boy. Let's see here. All right. Ooh, like more fire starter. We'll use this pan, I believe. Whew, cold. Some butter. Put my hand up. It's cold. I feel the heat. Look at that fire going. It is nice and warm, and toasty. Oh, come on. Taper off the butter. I guess I could just put that. So, got the butter all done. Can never have too much butter. Okay, got my seasoning. Gotta make sure it's open.
We're gonna put this twine on there too. Didn't really need it for starting the fire, but we'll get rid of it. All right, we'll let that go. I'm gonna go grab the steak and the seasoning and we'll start prepping the food. All right, I got stuck with the Duck's Buffalo seasoning, so we're gonna put quite a bit of that on there. I'm gonna grab my steak and the butter and get a couple more pieces of wood too.
I'm gonna get that steak seasoned so that way it can sit in the seasoning when I finish getting stuff prepped. All right, close that up. All right, let's see if I can get my butter to melt a little bit here.
So far it's going pretty good. I think we got a good fire going. We'll let that catch and really take off so we get those hot coals. Warm my fingers up. It is negative 18 degrees today in Minnesota, so definitely need a fire to keep warm. I think my mushrooms are pretty much frozen. So we'll use this skillet to do the mushrooms in. Get my knife out. I'm gonna cut this butter in half. Frozen butter now. Doesn't take long for everything to freeze when it's this cold outside. See if we can melt that butter just a little bit.
So I got more pans here to use so I can do up my onion even. Throw my garbage in there, burn stuff. Nothing wrong with that. Burn my box too here. Okay, now get the onion done. Okay, cut off the ends. Peel the outside. Hey, don't do that. Peel the onion. Try not to freeze. Get my onion peeled up here. All right, onion is peeled. Put that in there. Okay, now to chop it. It's not gonna be pretty, but we're not going for pretty, we're going for taste. Nice and cut up. Cut a little bit more, I think. Onion's always good. So then I'm gonna actually cut my butter in half. So one pan can be for my steak, one's for my onion. Need to get my pan topper. So that'll be for my onion. That one's for my steak. Put that in there. All right.
Take our steak. Get that out. We'll get our duck seasonings opened. And we're gonna put a bunch of this on. We're gonna push that in there. Flip it around. Get it pushed in there good. Now we're gonna take our other stick of butter, unwrap that, and I'm gonna cut little chunks and put it on this skillet pan to help it from sticking. And who doesn't like butter cooked in steak? Or steak cooked in butter? Whichever way. So this is pretty much frozen like a rock now. Alright, we'll put that around here. I'm going to save a couple here off to the side. I'm going to put it on the steak when we're done. Warm up my fingers. Looks like our other butter in the pan here is starting to melt a little bit. We're just about ready to flatten this out and get a cooking surface.
Okay, now I gotta find me some coals and a flat spot to cook with. Maybe if I take this one down a little. There we go. It's not as flat as. There we go. I'm gonna grab my, if I can grab it here, grab my onion pan here. I'm gonna stick it on my coals to get that melting and cooking. Here we go. This is the first for me here. Let's see how it goes.
Move this over. That looks pretty good. Okay, let's get some of these mushrooms in there. These are really frozen, so. Alright. Pan's starting to get hot here. It's going to take a little bit for this cast iron to heat up, but once it does, it should cook pretty fast. Melt that butter. Starting to thaw out all these mushrooms here. Hopefully my steak will turn out a little better than Misty's and I can win this challenge.
check my onion here. He's sizzling pretty good. Oh yeah, it's melting nice. Got mixed a little bit. It was starting to burn. Well, that's okay. Put that back on there. Stick him back in there. Melt some butter real good. And just about ready to sit that steak in there. Ooh, look at that. We're gonna stick the steak in there. Oh yeah. Okay. Get a good sear on one side. Totally could make it on the next Top Chef. Hear that nice sizzle? Oh. Okay, now let's get the cover on. Let it cook good.
It's a little more flame than what I like to cook on. I like to cook on a little bit more coals, but I'm not gonna wait out here in this cold until that cooks down enough to do it. So we'll make do. I think it's gonna turn out pretty good anyway. I'm gonna take more seasoning here and I'm gonna add it to our mushrooms. I'll put a little more on our steak too. After all, this is a challenge and it needs to taste good. Mushrooms are cooking down real nice.
Should check my onion over here. And pull it on, bring it our way here. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, look at that onion. Oh yeah, that is cooking up nice. Oh, it smells good. They're starting to soften too, so that's good. Okay, we're gonna put them on, let them cook longer. Nothing wrong with that. Spin it here. Okay. All right. Letting things cook a little bit. Feeling a little more optimistic. I didn't think I'd be able to get a fire going, let alone cook on it. At least I feel like I would survive out in the cold now. Ooh, look at that. Turn him over. He's looking nice. Cover it maybe just a little bit longer. Put it right up in there against the heat. There we go.
That steak's looking good. These mushrooms are cooking down really nice. Oh yeah, that's gonna be really good. All right, I think the steak's about done. We're gonna get it off of there. That's a pretty good charred steak. We'll plate that. I think our mushrooms are done also. Caramelized real nice. I'll get my other glove on here. Ta-da. I'll plate that right on here. Take some of my dripping and put it on there. Alright, there's my campfire steak. Let's go back up to the table. Let's try a bite of this and see if it's better than hers.
So I think we're done. So I'm gonna pull off my pans and then I'm gonna put it on my plate to check it out and taste test it. I mean, that's what we're here for, right? Okay, here we go. Take it off. And pull this one off so we don't end up with anything overdone. Ooh, my butter was starting to... All right, get this off of here. Oh yeah, look at that. Slide this out of the way so nobody gets burnt. Okay, now let's look at our onions. I mean, look at that steak. Moss watering steak. Let's sit that there. Oh, look at those onions here. I think, yep, tilt the pan. And add some butter and onions. Look at that. That looks delicious. Okay. All right, now let's take it over to the table so we can give it a try.
So her steak turned out pretty good. We're gonna give it a taste test here, and we'll compare it to mine, and we'll see who cooked the best steak. Let's go.
Let's open this up. And look at that.
It's a pretty good cook on that steak. All right, let's cut a chunk off. A nice sear on the outside.
Get a couple bites here. All right, here we go. That's really good. I mean, I might be biased.
All right, I'm gonna try a little bit of this too. We'll get some onion, steak. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Well, we'll try mine now and see who had the better one. All right, let's cut into this and see how good it is. These mushrooms turn out really good. Oh yeah, that's perfect. All right, get a chunk off of here. Get a chunk for Misty. I'm gonna get a nice good mushroom with mine. Some of that butter sauce. Oh boy. Oh wow. I'm really good to see what she thinks.
All right. Mushroom. Meat. All right.
What do you think?
Well,
I think I got this. I think I got this.
yeah, I think yours is better than mine.
Yes! She won that shooting challenge that we did a few weeks ago. I'll leave a link up in the corner here if you want to go check that one out. And I won this cooking challenge. You bet. That buffalo seasoning, woo! That is good stuff.
That was really good. Yeah, there's no comparison.
Oh yes. Well, she might have got me on that shooting challenge, but I won this camping challenge. Well, if you like these husband versus wife challenges, let us know down in the comments. And if you have an idea for an upcoming challenge between her and I, let us know, and we might consider doing it. Until next time, remember to take a kid on an outdoors adventure.